So I'm proud in saying this that I'm one of the few people that skipped all these Sony Spider-Verse movies, all the ones after Venom. I saw the first Venom, that was it. I didn't see Venom 2 or 3. I didn't see Madam Web. I didn't see Morbius. I had no interest in seeing any of that garbage because in my opinion, it didn't make sense. How do you have a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man? And also, I just don't like Amy Pascal. I don't like the fact that they were holding the Spider-Man properties ransom. And I feel like a lot of these Spider-Man properties should be going back to the MCU so the MCU can tell a proper Spider-Man story with all these different villains. That being said, when I woke up this morning and I saw this news that Sony is no longer going to be producing the Spider-Verse, movies, all these different characters and villains within the Spider-Verse movies that are Spider-Man's adversaries making movies on that stuff, I was excited because it was garbage. I never even watched any of it, but everything that I saw and I read and other people saw and read and told me that it was bad. But you always knew these movies were going to be bad, even if you hadn't seen them. They looked like D-level movies. There were stories about, Spider-Man's C and D-level villains without Spider-Man in them. How can those be compelling stories? Except for Venom. Obviously, Venom is great, like the character, but the movies never interested me. And the fact that they were able to rope Tom Hardy into doing 3 of these, I wonder how much money they gave him. But as a fan of comic book movies, as a fan of Marvel in general, this is great news. It never made any sense what Sony was trying to do with these. They tried a couple of times to shoehorn like, oh, maybe this is, this guy's going to cross over with the MCU. It never made any sense. Kevin Feige never approved any of that. The fact that they had Michael Keaton reprise his role as the Vulture, but only like minimally, and it was really only in a teaser trailer when that, goes back to the MCU and Spider-Man, Homecoming. It just made no sense. It was always disjointed. It was bad stories. It was bad acting. It was poorly written. It's an Amy Pascal creation. So waking up to this news today was great. I want to know what you guys thought of it. Did you guys watch any of the spin-offs of the Spider-Man? Any of the Sony Spider-Man movies? Let me know in the comments because like I said, I only saw Venom and I will never watch anything else that Sony made of the offshoots of the Spider-Man films. But let me know in the comments. I'm curious.